The jungle air of Virelia was thick with mist, humming with insectoid life. As an off-world botanist, I was used to discomfort, but I wasn't used to the sound of an alien scream ripping through the humid dawn. I dropped my scanner and ran toward the sound, hacking through vines, until I stumbled into a clearing beside a crystal blue river. And there she was, an alien woman, tall, lithe, with shimmering lavender skin that seemed to ripple like sunlight on water. She was standing knee-deep in the river, bathing. Her species, Thalrians, were notoriously private, and I had only ever seen them fully clothed in ceremonial robes. She turned. Our eyes met, and then I realized something horrifying. She wasn't wearing anything. "You!" she shrieked, voice carrying an almost musical tone. "You saw me!" Her four-fingered hands clapped over herself, though her species didn't share all human anatomy. I didn't mean to," I stammered, backing away. I heard a scream. Her skin shifted color violently, lavender to crimson streaked with gold, a Thalrian sign of panic. "This cannot be happening. Do you understand what you've done?" "I swear I didn't." "Silence," she hissed, eyes darting around. "If the elders find out, they'll kill you for dishonoring me, and me for allowing it." My stomach dropped. "Wait, kill us." She stalked toward me, water dripping from her hair, like strands of liquid silver. "There is only one way to preserve honor. You must claim me. Now." "Claim you?" I echoed, horrified. "Marriage," she spat, like the word was acidic on her tongue. "A binding pact, witnessed by the jungle spirits. It is the only way they won't execute us both." I blinked. I just walked into a river. "And now," she said, stepping onto the shore, "you've walked into my life." Within an hour, we were hiding in a vine-shrouded cave while she scrawled glowing runes on the floor with bioluminescent sap. "My name is Kaeli," she said curtly, avoiding eye contact, "and you will speak it only in reverence once we are bound." "I'm David," I muttered. Still tried process how a morning plant survey had turned into a forced alien wedding. "David." She tested the name on her tongue like tasting strange fruit. "It is blunt, but perhaps serviceable." "Look," I said, try and keep calm. "There's got to be another way. Can't we just pretend this never happened?" She paused, then gave a humorless laugh. "You think you can just pretend in Thalrian culture? Do you know what my people do to liars? They feed them to the Skyndans. Alive." I shivered. "Okay, marriage it is." The ceremony was short, intense, and bizarre. I had to smear her hands with my blood while she whispered to unseen spirits. The cave vibrated with low, throbbing hums as her markings glowed brighter. When it was done, she turned to me, eyes blazing with a mixture of fury and resignation. "It is done. We are bound. So now what?" "Now," she said, "we must survive long enough to convince my people this is real." "Wait, they're still going to try to kill us?" She gave me a look that clearly said you are an idiot. "Of course. They will test us. If they believe our union is false, we die. If they believe it is true, you live as my mate. Forever." I opened my mouth, then closed it again. Forever? The days that followed were a blur of cultural tests that would have broken any unprepared human. We were ambushed by Kaeli's own kin, who demanded we prove our synchrony by fighting side by side against a six-legged predator. Somehow, we survived, Kaeli saving me with a spear throw so perfect it split the creature's skull in one strike. We were forced to endure the Whispering Pool, a telepathic ritual where thoughts are laid bare. She learned about my awkward childhood, my ex back on Earth, my fear failing, and I learned that Kaeli had secretly always wanted to leave her world, that she felt trapped by her society's rigid codes. "I should hate you," she said afterward, sitting by a fire under twin moons. "You've ruined my life. And yet, I do not." "Same," I admitted softly. The final trial came sooner than expected. A gathering of the elders, their great forms draped in living vines, eyes like molten amber. "Prove to us this union is not a lie," the chief elder intoned. Kaeli stiffened. Then, before I could react, she grabbed my face and kissed me. Not a polite, quick peck. A deep, soul-shaking kiss that left me breathless and the entire council humming with astonishment. When she pulled away, she whispered just loud enough for me to hear, "They believe us now." But as I looked into her eyes, still glowing faintly, I wondered if maybe, just maybe, I believed it too.